Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bear. This is my channel, PokeGoHeroes. And just like in the anime where the heroes go on amazing adventures, you're the hero of this story. I'm here as your guide to provide you the best content in terms of Pokemon Go. So we're going to talk first how to get the most out of the game, and two, how to get the most fun out of the game. So today we're going over the Pokemon GO Halloween Event Part 2 2024. Oh man, I'm living high. I love this event. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's dive in and I'll show you why. All right, here we are. So it starts today. I'm running a little late. Oopsies. I'm gonna get better. And it goes through Sunday, November 3rd, 8 p.m. So you get double the catch candy. Awesome. There's also a chance of you receiving rare candy on the chance of a excellent throw. Don't hold your breath for it. That is only on October 31st. And last year it was very menial, meaning very small. It was like not even worth hunting for. So it's truly a bonus in the sense that typically you would not hunt for a bonus. You would just, the bonus happens to you. I don't know how true that is. Regardless, don't hold your breath for the rare candy on October 31st. We've got tons of costume Pokemon, which a lot of them I like, some of them I don't. Niantic let us pay 100 gold to change the costumes of our Pokemon. That's the way you make money, and your users have a little more quality of life features. All right, so here's the new Pokemon that are coming out. I'm sure you've seen them out there in the wild. Froakie with the hat, and then Halloween costume Rowlet, which evolves into Decidueye. Both of those evolve. That's worth noting because some of these costume Pokemon do not evolve. So here's the spawns. We're going to go over the spawns, just run through them real quick, and then we're going to go through which ones you want to hunt for a PvP role, so low attack, high stam, high defense, and then which ones you want to go for it just in terms of having on your team for things like raids or rocket battles, player versus environment stuff. So we've got Vulpix, which I really like this costume. We got Spooky Vulpix, Shuppet, Halloween Piplup, Swoobat, Zorua, Halloween costume Froakie, Inkay, Phantup, Spooky Festival Pumpkaboo, and then Halloween costume Rowlet. And then you could find this Pikachu with the witch hat, which I believe was from the original Halloween event. It's from 7-kilometer eggs. You've got a chance of hatching one of these. So all of them, the only additional one there is the shiny Pichu. So this is if you want this shiny Pichu with the hat, or that Pichu with the hat at all, the only way to do this is through eggs. Let's see, on October 31st through November 3rd, we've got Gigantamax Gengar. If you don't have at least 10 people, I would probably say you would need probably 15 or higher to do this. I'm basing off that experience of the Gigantamax Charizard, Gigantamax Blastoise, and Gigantamax Venusaur. So this one's going to be extraordinarily hard. Only do it if you have a big group. It's kind of a barrier to entry, which is a bit of a bummer. Hopefully they address that in future. Some hope on the Gigantamax situation in general. Previously, when the Megas were first released, it was kind of a goofy situation where it was too hard, and so they changed it. And so I think that we'll experience something similar here with Gigantamax. Raid battles. So if you want to specifically hunt these Pokemon, get a Hundo. This would probably be your best bet for the Witch Hat Pikachu or any of their Halloween costume Pokemon that are in the raids. So Froakie and Rowlet. If you are wanting a Hundo of those, that's a good way to do it. Also, like I tell people, the best way to get a Hundo is to meet up with your friend, buy him a drink or a little snack, have some trades, talk about your week, talk about your day, just have a good time, enjoy their presence, and do 100 trades, and boom, you're in. Sorry, I say you're in, meaning that's the best way to get a Hundo statistically. And I have a video that talks about that. If you scroll back, there's a video that I have where I talk about the best way to get Hundos, and I do the math on it. And then 3-star raids, we got Gengar, Umbreon, and Halloween Driftbloom. These Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions, so like Gengar here, he can Mega Evolve, and the Mega Evolution just loses the hat, and then when it wears off, Gengar gets the hat back. Umbreon and Driftbloom. Field research tasks. This is the best free way if you were looking for the freemium, if you're trying to spend money on this game, the best free way to get hundos of these is to do the field research tasks. If you haven't done the Spiritomb challenge yet, go ahead and do that. Morpeko onesie challenge, that's still available as well. I talked about that in my other Halloween video. I personally did both. I think that they're worth it because each of the encounters has 1 in 201 and 212 odds of being a hundo, and that's my thing, is I want to get a hundo dex. So that was mattered to me. So that's the event. Now let's dive into what I believe makes these videos worth your time is the battle, so PvP, and then the PvE. First, let's do the PvP, so battle rankings, and then we'll go through and do the player versus environment, best attacker overall for each of these. So let's dive into, we're going to start with the wild spawns. So we got the Vulpix. Ninetales is a great fire type to have for the Great League. So it's rank 162 overall, but Salazzle is hard to get for a lot of trainers because it being exclusive to eggs. And then Talonflame is a fantastic choice, and it spawns pretty commonly, so that one's not too hard to get. Marowak can be tough to get because you have to wait for the raids typically. Sometimes it'll be a reward, but most of the time you have to wait for the raids. So all that to say, Ninetales would be a great choice if you're looking for a fire type in your Great League team. And then Ultra League, way better. 3rd overall, so Skeledirge and Talonflame outrank it a little bit, but it's, I mean, being in the top 10 of any typing, in my opinion, you can make that work. My point being that you can make anything in the top 10 or even top 15 work. The idea behind why you can make it work is because these, even though there's the same types, they can occupy different categories in your team. They could be a sweeper, a tank, a lead, a closer, all that stuff. So, all right, let's keep moving. Master League. It would be crazy if Ninetales was good in the Master League because that's kind of where the legendary Pokemon have their space to shine. So next we got Shuppet. Unfortunately, Bayonet is just not up there in terms of PvP. That could change with a moveset in the future, but it is unlikely. That's all right. Not everything needs to be perfect or great inside PvP, because I know that Bayonet has a Mega Form, which is going to put it in the top tier in terms of rating or doing PvE stuff. Halloween Piplup, you cannot evolve this. So because of the costume, the other costume Pokemon you can, but this one you cannot. So that one's just for fun. And then next we're going to do Swoobat. Swoobat number 300 in the Great League, and then the Ultra. Next up we got Zorua, which evolves into Zorog 6 or 760. Yeah, Ultra. Yeah, 601. All right, not great for PvP, no problem. Moving along. Halloween costume Froakie. This could be a fun one for the Halloween Cup, obviously. And then also Greninja. Yeah, Greninja's in there. He's up there. It puts so much pressure. He charges so fast. It's crazy. Yeah, Greninja's in the top tier for PvP. So, for water types. And then an Ultra League. I'm assuming he's going to be in the top here as well. Yeah, Greninja's in the top for the Ultra League as well. So this could be a great one. If you like the hat, then this would be a great choice for PvP. Greninja is really good in both the Great and the Ultra. Inkay, I don't even need to Google this, but we can just look at it for fun. So Malamar is number 11 in the Great League, 11th overall. So amazing. That's really good. So you definitely want to get yourself a good Inkay for the Great League. Malamar. And then in the Ultra, 16 overall in the Ultra. That's because that's Psywave. So Psywave buff this season. So go ahead and get yourself an Inkay for both the Great and the Ultra League. Trevenant has fallen off the bandwagon a little bit, but he is just a move buff away from taking back the front seat as the Great League, Premier Great League Ghost type. Sorry, when I say Premier, I don't mean Premier Cup, I just mean like top tier. So yeah, he's not great right now, but you still should get one for the Great League and possibly the Ultra League as well. Yeah, because like I said, he's just a move buff away from coming back as the top tier like he was last season. Pumpkaboo, sorry Gourgeist, I know that Gourgeist just can't hang. And then Decidueye. So when I say can't hang, I know that that Gourgeist is not in the top for the Ultra or the Great League. Now Decidueye, on the other hand, top 15 in the Ultra League, so that could work. Yeah, number 76 overall in the Ultra League, top 15 grass types. Yeah, not so great in the Great League, but can hang in the Ultra League if you want to make that work. Could be a fun little spice pick. All right, so that does it for the PvP. So to sum it up for PvP, we're looking at Ninetales, Greninja, Inkay, definitely Inkay. If it was only one out of this whole group, I would say Inkay. And then Phantump and Rowlet. Those are all going to be ones that you'll be wanting to pursue for PvP. Now let's do just the best attackers overall. So these are going to be for rating primarily. So let's start off with Tails. I'm not going to include Mega and Shadows for these or Primals because the assumption is that those are so powerful in terms of just attack that they will typically be towards the top. So it's easier to sort by just normal or non-Megas, non-Shadows. Mega Bayonet, that's definitely going to be top tier. I don't even need to look at that one. So Ninetales, not so much worth it in terms of just raw attack power. I mean, it can be good. Really, I'm just talking about the high-end raids. So like 5 and tier 4 and 5. Anything below that, it's not so important because you and your group can typically take those down pretty easily. Just duo them. Mega Bayonet is good for... It's one of the most powerful ghost types in the game, so you definitely want to get with that. Halloween Piplup, nope, can't evolve it. Swoobat, sorry, nope. Zorua, it's not gonna be in the top, unfortunately, but it is a cool looking Pokemon regardless. Greninja is in the top. I was looking at it earlier, number 4 overall water type attacker, so definitely want to get that for PvE. And then Malamar is more of a PvP type Pokemon. It's not in the top. Trevenant, sorry, not top ghost type, or any of these other ones except Decidueye. I do believe that Decidueye was hanging out somewhere near the top. Yes, number 10. Okay, I passed it early on. Whew. I was like, I know this thing was up there. So Decidueye is number 10 overall grass type attacking power. So that one's Rowlet is worth grinding for. So that, to sum it up for PvE, so things like raids or Team Rocket battles or whatever future PvE stuff they come out with, the spawns that you're going to want to grind for or that are most powerful of their typing is Froakie, of course, Rowlet, and Shuppet if you don't have a Hundos Shuppet because of the Mega Form. So those 3 are going to be the ones that shine the most or have the most power for their typing. So I think that sums up the PvE and PvP content for this video. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I do things like this for every event. The value I provide is a deeper dive into not just the spawns, but which ones will perform best for both PvP and PvE. So if you like that kind of content, also I'm going to start doing other content, news related things, and then just kind of more chill slice of life type stuff. If you like that content, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you out there.